Hi there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about AWS monitoring, and among that is Cloudwatch. So there are other monitoring tools also there. But first I'll be talking about Cloudwatch. So AWS Cloudwatch, it is basically a monitoring tool that helps us to observe that is being used by DevOps engineers, developers, and SREs, that is the site reliability engineers and IT managers, as well as the product owners, in order to monitor and observe the various resources, as well as monitor the applications and respond to the system-wide performance changes, as well as how to optimize the resource utilization. So CloudWatch collects monitoring and operational data in the form of logs, metrics, and the events. And it also checks the health of the resources and gain complete visibility of our resources, as well as applications and what are the services that are being running on AWS, as well as on the on-premises of the on-premises infrastructure. So what are the benefits? We use a single platform for observability. We need not to use multiple platforms. Collect the metrics on AWS as well as on premises also. So it improves operational performance and resource optimization. And it also helps us to get operation visibility and insight. And it also derive actionable insights from the logs. So this is the whole clear structure over here. So you can see AWS CloudWatch. Complete visibility gives you about the cloud resources and the applications. It collects what are the metrics that you're defining and logs from AWS resources, applications, and services that are running on the AWS on-premises servers. Then we can monitor those, we can visualize those results, and we can correlate those logs and metrics side by side. We can define the fields, what are being required. We can also define the CloudWatch alarms on it, when it should be initiated and when it should record the logs. And we can also automate a response. What are the changes that are being made? We can define some events, and we can also enable auto scaling also. We can analyze up to 1 second metrics, and we can retain the data up to 15 months, but it is more than that. There is option is there, never expire option is there, that I will show you during the hands-on. And real-time analysis is also there. So these are the things that are being performed by AWS CloudWatch. So let's move on to the hands-on. So I'll just type it over here, CloudWatch. You can just type it over here. Now in this one, I'm not going to touch this alarms and all that. I will make a separate video for that. So if you go to the under the logs, there's log groups are there, by which all the logs are being filtered and grouped together. So if you see there are so many logs are there for code build, deploy. Actually, these are being made when I was using for DevOps videos. So that I will be uploading soon. And even you can see there's a Lambda function that I've created. And let's take this one. Even when I was creating the CI/CD pipelines, Beanstalk, so all the logs are being there. So let's say if you have seen my previous videos and for DynamoDB, in which or the Lambda, in which I was using a Lambda function to import the data from S3 bucket to my DynamoDB. So you can see there is a logs is there that is never expire. So you can just select this one and you can click. We can also edit the retention settings also. You can see never expire it is. We can set up to 10 years. So it's a quite huge duration. So you can choose never expire or by default 10 years, or you can define a shorter period of time. Now, if you check this log streams over here, so with the timestamp and what are the messages are there, it is being recorded over here. So basically we were importing the data from S3 bucket, and the S3 bucket, there was a CSV file. that is being imported to DynamoDB. So you can see everything is being recorded. You can see this record is being added. So you can copy that log file with the timestamp. Now, if you want to, let's say we can click over here, view log insights. So you can see over here, this is the timestamp and all those things. So what I will do, let me go back over here. So I just want to use a small portion. Let me go to the log groups. So I will choose this option over here. S3 import DynamoDB. So we can view in log insights. So you can see fields, 2 fields are being selected. So this is like a query interface by which we can select like whatever fields we want to select it. By default, these 2 are being selected, your timestamp and the message. Now, if there's a limit of 20 records over here, if I run this one, I won't be getting, because I think this example, I think I did long time back. So you can choose over here, absolute path over here. Let's say in the month of January, I exactly didn't remember. So you can choose the date and you can format to, let's say July, and just click apply. Little bit some interface issues is there. So custom, absolute. I will select the beginning, 6 Jan. Let's say 4th. So apply. Then I will run the query. So you can see they are showing 20 of the 86 records, total 86 records are there. As we set up the limit as 20, we can define 40, 50, whatever limit you want to define. If you want to choose only a selected few amount of records, so you can define the limit. Now you can see it is showing you the 20 records based upon the timestamp and message. Now, if you go to the fields over here, you can see these are the fields are there that we can include. So you can add these fields. So before running this query, you can define this fields. If you know this thing, this fields is, you can see timestamp is there, message is there, log string, build duration is there. So we can add it to the existing one. Even you can save this one in some folder, or you can save this one in with the name. You can put some name. Let's say see what query, and you can create a new folder, or we can define it, and we can save it in the log groups. If you have created any log groups, we can save this particular like results in that particular area. So we can create a folder over here. Let's say CW. Let me make it CW query and save it. So that has been saved. So you can save those queries and all. So you can see over here in the fields also, you can see you can choose a log stream, message, and all those things. You can add it up. And even in the queries, you can see that my query is being saved, CW query. Now, whenever I want to run, I can just click on this and I can see my results over here. You can copy from here. So once it is being copied, little bit some interface issues are there. Anyways, so you can see over here what are the common queries that we can run over here. Like suppose I want to list 20 most recently with a limit 25. You can also identify the faults. So you can see filter operations. So it's giving you the options in order to utilize this to trim white spaces, to extract this, to phrase infill fields and all those things. We can utilize this. through this options, the queries, and in the fields we can add the fields also. So we can also search field, let's say at the rate, you can see over here, message is already there. Then if I put B over here, there's nothing with the B. D, I think T, time, and then S, you can see time, then J, nothing is there. A, message, and all those things are there. So once you run this query, you can get to your results as well as all the fields that we are being added over here. Now you can see again, I'm not getting the results over here because I didn't define over here the custom one. So let's say if we define a log group over here, let's say I can define one log group, create a log group. Let's say sample AW, and it never expires. If you want to encrypt it, we can define a KMS key ARN if it is optional. Okay, let's create over here. So we have created the log group. Now you can see over here sample CW. So currently it is empty. So we can add a log stream and then we can add it to it. Or when we are defining like when we are creating a CI/CD pipelines and when we are executing a Lambda function, that time we have to choose a Cloudwatch where we want to save this log information. That time we can use this log group in order to save all the information. So suppose if you're having 2-3 lambdas, you're executing with the same functionality or different functionality, but you want to save all the logs in one place. So we can utilize this log group. So all the information, all the timestamp with the messages will get recorded, will get saved in this log group. Now, just now I showed you like if you want to, even you can also define over here, let's say, if I go to this import DynamoDB over here, we can also go to this one. You can also filter the records, like suppose filter events. So to load those events, so there is no event. I need to define the event like get. So you can see we are getting over here get error and all. So we can also create a metric filter like get filter. So that will filter the record namespace like get filter nm get filter. Let's say metric value is 1. How many times that pattern is occurring, we can define over here, and then enter the default value. No need, just create it. So that's a filter being created. So you can go to the metrics and you can see the all metrics over here. You can also watch your queries over here. Even you can run your queries over here, group by and all. Let me check where it is. It may take some time. Metrics. So you can see over here, all metrics are there. But rather than going through this, you can just go to the Cloudwatch and sorry, you can just click on the log groups over here. And I will select that S3 DynamoDB. Okay. At the same place, you can see over here, there is a small one filter is also written over there. You can see filter. So once I click on that, it will take you directly to the metric filters. You can see get filter. So this is the filter name, and you can see log event messages. And then you can click next. And next, then you can get it filtered, save changes. You can click on that also. So you can see get filter did not match any because that is related to the EC2 instance and all. So no need of clicking on this. So we can just create because there is no particular, we need to create an alarm and all, then only we can use. Just I showed you in order to how we can filter the uh, this events that is happening in our logs. Basically, we need to create an alarm and then based upon that we can make it. So this is the all the log events are being over here. Even you can go to the actions and copy the results, and even you can we can export this results also. You can see the download search results also in the form of we can download the search results as a CSV, copy search results. So we can have all the details over here. If you go to the log insights, so that is again the query. So these two are the important things that I've been covering in this video. Rest I will be talking about how to add the streams and all, even in the billings and all. For the billings and all, you can just go to the organizations from here also and billing dashboard, and there you can create a alarm that if your billing is increased by like $5 or $10, you will automatically get an email for that, giving a notification that your billing is going to exceed more than that threshold value that you have defined. So it's very important, very interesting thing is there, like you can set up alarms and all. And for billing also, you can set up an alarm. So I will show you in the other videos, like how we can use it, how to use this X-ray and all. So you can again see the queries over here. We have this sample query that we have. So, and you can, if you run this query, so we are not getting the results because we are not defining the log inside dates and all. So if you define this date and all, then only you will get it. You can define an absolute one. Need to change this one. And click apply. And you can just click run query. And you can see the reconsole. That's how we can use this log groups and how we can use this Cloudwatch in order to check all the metrics, all the messages along with the timestamp. We can filter it and what's happening, we can find it out. I hope you like my video. Thanks for watching.